Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing it very well. So, today let's start with history chapter number 3rd, and the name of the chapter is From Gathering to Growing Food. It's very easy chapter, very short and sweet chapter. So, let's start with this. What will you learn in this lesson? Effects of the introduction of farming and herding, archaeological evidence of early crops, animals, houses, tools, pottery, burials, etc. In this chapter, you will learn about majorly two things. First, the effects, means how the introduction of farming and herding. Herding means rearing of animals. Rearing of animals. How these two things has affected man's life. Second, we have got many archaeological evidence and we'll study about them in this chapter, and the archaeological evidence of early crops, animals, houses, tools, pottery, burials, etc. Let's move forward. Varieties of food. Most of our food such as most of our food such as fruit, vegetable, grain, milk and meat, etc. comes from plants which we grow and animals that are reared. Different plants grow in different conditions. For example, rice require more water than wheat and barley. Different animals prefer different environment. Sheep and goat can easily survive easily than cattle in dry and hilly environment. What are the variety of food which we get? Most of our food which we eat today, for example, fruit, vegetable, grains, milk, meat, they all come from either the plants we grow or from the animals which we rear or which we herd. Okay, you know that we eat many kinds of food such as many kinds of fruits, many vegetables we eat in day to day life. There are many grains which comes from the agriculture land, the milk and meat which we get from the animals. Okay, so fruit, vegetable, grain come from the plants which we grow, and milk and meat etc. we get from the animals that are reared. Okay, there are different plants available as a food which grows in different conditions. As you all know, rice require more water than wheat and barley. So you will see the field is mostly filled with waters as compared to field of wheat and barley. Different animal, as we all know that there are different kinds of animals found in this world. So every animal prefers different environment or likes different kind of environment. If we talk about sheep and goat, then they will be found in hilly or that in that area where winter is more. Okay, as compared to cattle which is found in dry region. Okay, so let's move forward. The beginning of agriculture and herding. When people about 5 to 10,000 years ago saw natural process of growth of plant, falling of seed from food and then sprouting into more plants, they started collecting seeds and protecting them from animals and birds. And this is how people first become farmers. They also started keeping and rearing animals such as dogs, sheep, goat, pigs, etc. This is known as herding. Different plants are grown in different regions and different time period as per their natural condition. Similarly, different animals also need different environment to live and grow. How the agriculture and herding started. Let's go back around 5 to 10,000 years ago in the past, where people of that period has seen the natural process of growing of plant, and they saw the seeds falling from fruits, and then after falling on the ground the seeds had sprouted themselves into new plants. So after seeing this, the early man has started collecting various kind of seeds, and they had also protected them from animals and birds, so that those animals and birds couldn't harm the growing seeds. And this is the process by which the early man has started uh, to know about the agriculture process, or by taking this process the early man has become the farmer. Other than growing seeds and plants, early man had also started keeping and rearing or herding the animals such as dog, sheep, goat, pigs, etc. And this process of keeping and rearing of animals is known as herding. These animals will can provide man with milk, meat, etc. Okay, so keeping and rearing of animals is also known as herding. Next point, it is not compulsory that every or all the plant will grow on the same condition. There are different kinds of plant which require different kind of environment and time period and region for their growth or for their natural growth. Similarly, different animals will require different environment to live and to their growth. Okay, so let's move forward. Changes from nomads to native. Okay, very simple, very easy. As growing of plant need time, people who started farming began staying in one place for long periods of time. They protected the plant, watered them, weeded and tilled the soil, and ultimately harvested the crop for some months or year. Those crops were then sorted for both food and seed in large pots, baskets, and underground pits. We can also think of animals as a store of food, because if they are reared properly, they can give us food, milk, eggs, etc. for a long time. Let's talk about how man changed from being nomad to being native. First thing, as we all know, growing of plant from seed, it takes time. So people who started farming or who started to grow plant, they began to stay at one place for longer time period, and during that time they had also started protecting those plants. Okay, they watered those plants, they weeded the plant, and also took care about the soil where the plants were growing. And ultimately, when the plants were fully grown, they harvested the crops after some time, and those harvested crop, they were then sorted or they were being differentiated for fooding purpose and to and for seed purpose, so that next more plants can grow. And they had stored those plants in various pots, basket and underground places. Okay, they also started to rear animals as as a store of food, because they think that if the animals are reared properly or they are taken care properly, so animals will provide food, for example milk, egg, meat, etc. for longer time period. Okay, let's move forward. The first farmers and herder. Scientists and archaeologists have found evidence of plants, animal bones, and burnt grains in a place where first farmers and animal herders lived. Some of those sites were in northwest of India, present-day Kashmir, and in the east and the south of India. Archaeologists have also found traces of houses, huts, and pit houses dug in the ground in some sites. They also found stone tools such as mortars and pestles used to grind grain, which were different than the tools used in the Paleolithic era, the Stone Age period of the history. So they named them Neolithic era, the new Stone Age of the history tools. Earthen pots that were used to cook and store food were also found. Okay, so let's discuss about this, the first farmers and the herders. There were many scientists and archaeologists of present time. They have found evidence, or they have found the traces of early plants, the early animal bones, and the burnt grains or the burnt crops in in those places where first farmer or the early human and animal herders have lived. Some of the sites which were found are in present day northwest of India, that is Kashmir, and as in east part of India as well as in south of India. Archaeologists have also found archaeologists have also found the evidence of early houses, huts, and the pit houses. Pit houses are those houses which were digged inside the ground in some sites. They have also found the traces and also seen the tools such as mortars and pestles which were used to grind the grains, which were and these tools were different from the tools being used in Paleolithic era. So as the tools were different from the Stone Age period of history, so they named them the Neolithic era or the New Stone Age tools because they were different from the Stone Age period of the history. Earthen pots were also used to cook and store food. Various pots or the earthen pots which were used to cook and store the food were also been found. Okay, important archaeological sites. Mehergarh. The site of Mehergarh is in the nearly present day of Kachi plain of Baluchistan, Pakistan, in Pakistan near the Bolan Pass in the western Pakistan. It is one of the earliest known villages in the world. The earliest people who lived there were the first one to grow barley and wheat and to rear sheep and goats. When they were excavating the site, archaeologists found the bones of animals like deer, pig, sheep, goat, cattle at different levels. So they believed that animals were reared by the people of that time. They also found remains of square and rectangular houses, and they believed that the compartment found in those houses might have been used to store food that they grow from farming. Some burial sites have also been discovered, so archaeologists believe that the people of those times settled down and lived together as a society. Let's talk about the Mehragarh, which is one of the important archaeological sites. It is situated in the present day Kachi plain of Baluchistan, which is in modern Pakistan. Okay, it is been said as the one of the earliest village in the world. The people who lived in the early time at that place, it is been said that those people used to grow wheat and barley and they had rear animals like sheep and goat with them. When the archaeologists were excavating or digging at that site, they had also found the remains of bones of animals such as deer, pig, sheep, goat, and cattle at various levels of digging inside the earth. So they thought and they have believed that those animals or the bones of those animals which has been found during excavating process, those animals were being reared at the people of that time duration. They had also found archaeologists have also found some square or rectangular houses, and they think that in these houses or these compartments they have been used to store food which early man has got from farming process. some sites also been discovered by the archaeologists which believe that some sites which have been discovered by the archaeologists, they believe that during that time people settled down and lived together in a society and as a group. The second important archaeological site, Daojali Harding. This site of Daojali Harding is in the hills of near the Brahmaputra Valley or on the routes of China and Myanmar. Experts have found many things here, like stone tools such as mortars and pestles, tools made from fossil wood, very old wood that has hardened into stone, pottery, and jadeite, a type of rare stone, a stone which has been brought from China. Let's talk about the second important archaeological site, which is Daojali Harding. It is this site of Daojali Harding is near to the hills of Brahmaputra Valley. This is on the road leading to China and Myanmar. Archaeologists have found many different things here. For example, they had found many stone tools which are known as mortars and pestles, and other tools which are made from fossil woods. Fossil wood is a kind of old wood which has hardened into the stone now. Many kind of pottery has been found and jadeite, which is a type of rare stone. Jadeite is a stone which have been brought from early China. Also, common are common are find of tools such as which are made from fossil wood. Okay, so this ends with this chapter of from gathering to growing food. Basically, in this chapter, if we want to summarize, then it tells us about how early man as a nomad has become a settled or has started to live a settled life, as during that time he has learned farming, rearing of animals, and to store food, and how he can get food from various plants and animals. Okay, and also we have studied about two major archaeological sites of Mehragarh and Daojali Hade, which are in different, which are in Baluchistan, Pakistan, and second is in hills near to the Brahmaputra Valley, respectively. So I hope you have understood this chapter. Read it carefully and again, so you will understand it very well. Thank you. Take care.